I wish you would bear with me in a little foolishness. Do bear with me. I feel a divine jealousy for you, for I promised you in marriage to one husband, to present you as a chaste virgin to Christ. But I am afraid that as the serpent deceived Eve by its cunning, your thoughts will be led astray from a sincere and pure devotion to Christ. For if someone comes and proclaims another Jesus than the one we proclaimed, but you're doing that to the disciples though, or if you receive a different spirit from the one you received, or a different gospel from the one you accepted, well, what are we even talking about here? Because you've got 4 gospels, then you've got the gospel of the kingdom, you've got Paul's own ministry, which could be a gospel itself. There's the sense of trying to harmonize everything, but come on, seriously. Or a different gospel from the one you accepted. You submit to it readily enough. I think that I am not the least inferior to these super apostles, so the ones that actually met Jesus, of course. So there's this kind of dichotomy here that's being created that's pretty false. I may be untrained in speech, but not in knowledge, certainly in every way, and in all things we have made this evident to you. Did I commit a sin by humbling myself so that you might be exalted, because I proclaimed God's good news to you free of charge? I robbed other churches by accepting support from them in order to serve you. And when I was with you and was in need, I did not burden anyone, for my needs were supplied by friends who came from Macedonia. So I refrained and will continue to refrain from burdening you in any way, as the truth of Christ is in me. This boast of mine will not be silenced by the regions of Achaia. And why? Because I do not love you? God knows I do. And what I do I will also continue to do, in order to deny an opportunity to those who want an opportunity to be recognized as our equals in what they boast about. For such boasters are false apostles, deceitful workers, disguising themselves as apostles of Christ. But that's what you're doing. And no wonder even Satan disguises himself as an angel of light. Of course, this kind of cosmology being presented has very little to do with the actual Jewish view, and also doesn't make any sense in terms of the Islamic view of things, where shaitan, as in Iblis, is a jinn, not a angel, because angels don't have free will. All of this stuff, we come to some very absurd conclusions in the views being presented here and their developments in later Christian traditions, both Catholic, Orthodox, and Protestant. Continuing on, so it is not strange if his ministers also disguise themselves as ministers of righteousness. That's also we're getting into such absurd territory here. So if he's disguising himself as a minister of righteousness, then how is Paul a true apostle when he is doing those very same things? So it's like this appeal to a sense of already assuming one person or figure being a representative to be the true one versus another one presumed to from the offset to not be the true one. So it's like this logic has no actual you can't derive a true conclusion from it. Their end will match their deeds. I repeat, let no one think I am a fool, but if you do, then accept me as a fool, so that I too may boast a little. And this chapter goes on, and the preceding and the following chapters where he does, he tries to ironically boast